During the construction, research, planning and evaluation stages of my coursework, I used a range of media technologies, which I will talk about in depth now. Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro was a major part of my coursework due to the fact that I used it to edit my final film as well as my research and planning videos. I decided to use Premiere Pro to edit my videos because it is a very professional editing software which enabled me to make videos to a high standard. It also helped to make my final film and research and planning videos look more professional. From Premiere Pro, I learned how to use colour grading to my advantage, as I was able to use it to show the flashbacks in my film. This was very important for my final film, as it was the main part of my storyline, and the use of my colour grading helped to make it look more conventional and professional. I used Premiere Pro a lot during the construction, research, planning and evaluation stages, so it was important that the software was of a high standard, as I needed to use techniques such as trimming my clips effectively to make sure my media products looked better. Using Premiere Pro to trim my clips was very important, as I needed to trim the clips so that it fitted better in sequence. This was especially important when I used it for quick cuts in my chase scene, as it helped to link better with the thriller genre conventions. DSLR camera. I use a DSLR camera to shoot my final film and my research and planning videos. I decided to use a DSLR camera due to the fact that the quality is better than other filming products. I also had more control over filming with a DSLR camera, as I could control things such as the focus, which helped me in my final film, as I was able to make certain things in my shots more significant. Although I found it difficult to hold the DSLR camera and keep the shot steady due to the fact that it was front heavy. To stop my shots from being slightly shaky, I decided to use a tripod for the majority of the shots in my film, as it helped to make it look more professional. Tripod. I decided to use a tripod during the filming of my research and planning videos, as well as my final film. I used it during my research and planning videos because I needed to keep the camera stable in the same position. The reason I used the tripod regularly during the construction of my final film is due to the fact that I was struggling to keep the camera steady while filming my shots. This is why I decided to use a tripod to keep my camera steady whilst filming. The tripod enabled me to get smooth, steady shots, which helped to make my film a higher standard because my camera work was of a higher quality. The internet. I chose to use the internet during my research and planning, construction and evaluation stages due to the fact that I used it to research into existing media products, to learn the conventions of thriller films and get inspiration for my short film. I mainly use Google and YouTube to research into existing media products. I also used YouTube to upload my research and planning videos as well as my final film. This made it easier to put them on the blog, as my videos are fairly long. I used the website Blogger to post all of my blog posts and videos. This was helpful, as it was a way that I could keep all of them together in a visually pleasing way, which is also very accessible. Photoshop. I used Photoshop to construct my final film poster. I decided to use Photoshop for this, as it is very professional and it enabled me to get a more qualified poster. This was due to the fact that I was able to use techniques such as cutting the background out and using double exposure. This software enabled me to make my film look better than if I used a different software such as Publisher or Word. Microphone. I used an external microphone that I attached to the camera when constructing my final film. I decided to use the external microphone as the quality of sound was much better than the camera's. It made my film sound more professional. This is due to the fact that there was no static sound. GarageBand. I used GarageBand during the construction of my final media product to create my music. I decided to use GarageBand as I'm not musically talented, so being able to make my own music using this media technology was very helpful. Lighting. When constructing my media product, I tested out different lighting techniques to get the best lighting. To do this, I used a range of torches, natural light and floodlights to see what would be better for my final film. I finally decided on using floodlights in the barn scenes due to the fact that there was no natural light in there, and the torches did not give off enough light, and the floodlights gave off just the right amount without making it look too artificial.